Hello everyone, I am Amoda Thirumarugan here. I'll be starting our presentation by briefly talking about why we choose this topic and what's happening in the school we are focusing on. So we all know education isn't just about exams or textbooks. It's shaped by so many things, where students come from, what kind of support we have at home, even the language they are used to hearing. That's why where sociology in education becomes really helpful. It gives us a way to understand those deeper influences, like how community or background can affect learning, often in ways that aren't immediately visible. Now let's look at the school. It's a small rural school about 70 kilometers from the city and 5 from the nearest town. Only 60 students and 17 teachers. You might think that things might make easier, but it doesn't. Not always, especially when it's come to the language. And in this case, English. Most of the students don't use English at home. Some barely hear it under its in class. So they fall behind not because they are not smart, but because they don't have the same exposure. It becomes a barrier quietly holding back them in lessons, exams, and maybe even in how they think about their future. So, as a group, we decided to focus on low English language proficiency. It's not just a problem, it's something urgent, especially in rural settings like this. And it connects directly to course learning outcome 3, which is about responding to sociological challenges in education, because here English isn't just the subject, it's a key to unlocking so much more. Thank you, and I will now pass to the next member who will explain the research and sociological analysis behind this issue.
Hello, my name is Sangeeta and I am going to present about causes and effect low English language proficiency. Low English language proficiency present a significant barrier for students as they progress through their education and pursue careers. Sociology concept interaction with English speaker in their family or communities possess minimal social capital in English. This absence of informal practice, combined with limited opportunity for conversation and vocabulary development at home, leads to social isolation that hinders learning, particularly for those who have never attended formal schooling. Low English proficiency is closely linked to education inequality. Students with limited English comprehension struggle to follow lessons and participate in classes, resulting in poor academic performance and restrict access to higher education. This limitation hindered this potential for upward social mobility, often leading to low-paying jobs. Additionally, insufficient English skills can lead to social exclusion as these students find it difficult to connect with their English-speaking peers. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nurin Nabihar. Today, I'd like to share three key strategies to improve learning outcomes, especially in school with limited resources. First, community-based learning integration by partnering with local community members like farmers, artisans, and health workers. We can bring learning to life. Imagine students attending workshop or hands-on demonstration where they see science or agriculture applied in real-world settings. This approach not only makes lesson more meaningful but also helps students connect what they learn to their own experience. Community involvement also builds social ties and encourage a shared responsibility for education, creating a strong sense of belonging. Overall, this increases student engagement and help them appreciate how relevant their studies are to everyday life. Second, tutoring and study groups. In small school, resources can be stretched thin. A peer tutoring system is a simple, low-cost solution where academically stronger students support their classmates. This setup promotes cooperative learning and peer support. which is especially helpful in mixed ability classroom. Not only do learners get extra help, but tutors also reinforce their own understanding by explaining concepts to others. The teacher development workshop. Teachers are the backbone of the successful education system. Regular in-house workshop focusing on rural strategies, teaching strategies, inclusive practices, and effective classroom management can have a big impact. Ongoing training that responds to the relative of multi-grade teaching equips educators with the skill they need to deliver high-quality lessons tailored to their student needs. This ultimately leads to better learning outcome across the board. Together, these strategies, community partnership, peer support, and continuous teacher development create a stronger, more responsive learning environment where every student can thrive.
Okay, next, to improve English language skill among rural students, we suggest three practical strategies starting an English language club. Providing teacher training and involving parents in the learning process. First, the English language club will run once a week during curriculum time. Activities like language games, storytelling, and simple drama will help students use English in a fun and relaxed environment. English teacher will guide the seasons will help from select students leaders. We plan to begin in the third week of the semester. A possible challenge is low student interest, but we can overcome this by offering small rewards and organizing fun competition. We will track student attendance and do simple monthly speaking or vocabulary tests to check progress. Second, we will hold teacher training workshops every 3 months. These workshops will focus on creative, student friendly ways of teaching English. We'll invite experienced trainers to share ideas. Since teachers may be busy, we run their workshops during school breaks. Teachers' feedback and classroom observation will help us measure effectiveness. Finally, we run parenting involvement seasons twice per semester. These seasons will guide parents on how to help their children learn English at home. To improve attendance, we can help them on weekends and provide refreshment. We'll use parents' feedback and try student reading habits to evaluate the success together. Together, these plans involve students, teachers, and parents, creating a more supportive and engaging school climate for English learning.
Doing this project helped us see that low English proficiency isn't just an academic issue. It's also about the students' background, their home life, environment, and their surrounding. We realized that to create a better school environment or climate, we need to have everyone involved. Not just us teachers, but also the parents and the community as well. This is why our strategy focused on the students, teachers, parents working all together to make it happen. Even small things like a language club or a simple workshop can make a big difference if done properly. We know there will be challenges, but we believe this plan is a good start. Most importantly, we learn how sociology helps us understand real problems in school. And us as future teachers, we would like to, help build a more supportive and inclusive space for learning. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy our presentation.